Welcome back, guys. So today I'm going to be talking all about how to become a better person, how to live your best life, and just be a happier person overall. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it just takes a little bit of a reminder just to hear it put a certain way for it to click in your mind. I know that's true for me. So if you do find this video helpful, please share it with somebody that you think would also find it helpful. And we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing I want to touch on, which is the most important in my opinion for any aspect of your life, is gratitude. Each and every one of us has something to be thankful for. This is actually something that I started implementing into my daily life probably about 5 years ago, and I've done it day and night. Every morning when I wake up and I open my eyes, the very first thing that I think in my mind is, I am thankful for waking up alive another day. Gratitude is also a magnet for good things to happen in your life. If you focus your time being grateful for things instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you wish you had, you will attract more good things in your life. I once heard somebody refer to your mind being like a supercomputer. Whatever you put into it, it is going to execute it. And whatever you delete from it, it is going to permanently delete it. And I also do the same thing at night. So whatever happened that day, even if nothing new happened, I just pick one thing that I'm grateful for. It just makes me reflect on my day and realize that even if something went wrong, I still have all of these wonderful things that went right in my day. I think that spreading kindness is just as important as being grateful, and I've actually partnered with Hallmark for this video. They have a campaign going on right now called Care Enough, which I think it's really special because it is just a simple reminder that we can spread kindness every single day by doing small gestures. I remember back during the holiday season, one of the things that we did was put out a bag of like snacks and also beverages for all of the delivery people, because FedEx, UPS, Amazon Prime was here almost like every day. And these guys work so hard, really long hours, and that was just our way of doing just a small gesture of kindness. Or something as small as giving somebody a card, letting them know that you're grateful to have them in your life. Hallmark has these all occasion cards that are perfect for something like that. And this week I just want to tell my sisters thank you for everything that they've taught me about being a first-time mom. And spreading kindness just makes for a better world overall. This year has been the year of decluttering for me. And I don't mean just decluttering in the physical aspect, I also mean decluttering your mind. It's actually really crazy, but you get a very similar high when you get rid of stuff as you do when you buy new things. Try it. I guarantee you guys will know what I'm talking about. But also decluttering your life of toxic people. I know that can be easier said than done, especially if the toxic people in your life are related to you. If you find yourself constantly around negative people, around people that laugh at your dreams and your aspirations, around people that are constantly bringing you down, you need to replace them. Same goes for people that are holding you back. We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most amount of time with. So why in the world would you spend that time with negative people? You want to be around people that are uplifting, people that you admire, people that are smarter than you, people that you can learn something from. Decluttering your social media. This is a big one. There's something called social media depression, and you can totally avoid it by deleting those accounts that make you feel jealous, or they make you feel like your life isn't enough, or make you feel like you're constantly comparing yourself to them. You don't want to be following those accounts. And it's okay to admit that to yourself. Just delete them, out of sight, out of mind. You should be looking at things that make you feel good, that make you feel motivated, that make you feel inspired. Establishing a daily routine is so important. Did you guys know that it is a scientific fact that we have a certain amount of good decisions that we can make throughout a day? And that's actually the reason that Mark Zuckerberg wears the same exact thing every day, because that's one less decision that he has to make for the day, and he can instead focus his mental energy on things that matter to him. And that's why having a morning routine is so important, because it helps you prioritize your day and do all of the things that are super important in chronological order every single day. And I like to either learn something new or listen to a positive message, and a lot of times it's both of them combined into one. I love listening to podcasts. Right now, since I'm a new mom, I spend a lot of my time learning about babies, just learning about how babies' brains develop and the different stages that they go through. Finding something that that you're interested in and reading about it and learning more about it. And maybe in the process, you can discover that you're interested in other things that you didn't even know you were interested in. And the last thing I want to touch on is procrastination. I'm also very guilty of this one, but the way that I tackle procrastination is by breaking it down and determining why I'm procrastinating. Am I procrastinating because I'm afraid, or am I procrastinating because I'm being lazy? For example, whenever I wanted to start my blog and my YouTube channel, I kept procrastinating because I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of being made fun of. I was afraid of being judged. And the way that I learned to get past those fears is by breaking down the entire scenario. So I thought to myself, if I do start a YouTube channel, what's the worst that will happen? And I played out all the different terrible scenarios in my head, and I came to the conclusion that it wasn't the end of the world if any of those things happened. I wasn't gonna die. I was still going to be alive. I would maybe be a little embarrassed, but I would get over it. That's the same thing that I apply to everything else in my life. On the other hand, if it turns out that I'm procrastinating because I'm just being lazy and I'm just putting it off and I'm saying tomorrow and tomorrow never comes, I remind myself of a TED Talk that I heard, which was called, "This is not your practice life." Those words had such a huge impact on me because they are so true. We only get one shot at this life. So why am I putting off something that I can do right now, today? And that usually gets me off my butt right away. I could definitely keep going on and on about this topic, but I think I'm gonna stop here. I could definitely do a part 2 if you guys want me to, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.